For the cheapest FIFA points, coins and accounts around, go to ufifa.com and up until the 2nd of January, get 15% discount when you use the code TVM at checkout. Links in the description. Go check them out. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to another Marquee matchup predictions video. Not too many to choose from this week. There's three biggies, well, one massive, two biggies, and then one that I've put ahead of the rest. And without any further ado, let's get into the first matchup. And we're going to kick things off with Leeds against Rotherham. Not a huge rivalry here. They are about a 30 to 40 minute car journey away from each other, so it is relatively close. And you're going to see an awful lot of the lower league matchups in the predictions this week, just purely because most other leagues are on their winter break or Christmas break, etc. So it is either Scottish League, Premier League, or the lower English leagues featuring here. Now, I wouldn't necessarily expect this to feature, but I am going a little bit outside of the box here. I would pick up one or two Leeds and Rotherham players. There's a massive gap between these two sides in the league at the moment, but I would definitely stock up just in case. And from the Championship to the Premier League, Liverpool against Manchester City. It is one of the biggest fixtures in the Premier League calendar. And that mainly is because Liverpool are riding high at the moment in third. As I'm recording this, they may be second if they've beaten Stoke, if the game is even played yet. Who knows? But this is definitely one worth watching. I would pick up probably two from either side. But I'm not quite sure on what nationalities to go for here. Because there is another Premier League tie, and it is I would say a bit of what it's a derby for a start. This isn't really a derby. So I would probably go for different nationalities across the board here as we move into another Premier League fixture. And that is, of course, the London derby between Tottenham and Chelsea. And again, this is a biggie because Chelsea are top of the league. They are clear. They do look as though they're going to win the league already because they're playing very well. But Tottenham might have something to say about it. And like I said, it is actually a derby. There's only really one of two derbies in my main four predictions this week. I would definitely recommend picking up two players from either side just to make sure. And I would also go pick up some foreign players as well, as both of these clubs have a rather large portion of foreign players. Although, saying that, Chelsea don't have many English. Tottenham do. Maybe they could go down that road. I would kill two birds with one stone here. I'd get two players from either club being English and then just pick up some foreign Premier League players to go around them. And then arguably one of the biggest rivalries in world football, it is Rangers against Celtic. They will not overlook this. They will not leave it by the wayside. It will be in marquee matchups, okay? So you can guarantee that. Now, what I would recommend really is Scottish players have to be featured here. It just has to be. So go out and get a couple of Rangers and a couple of Celtic players, both Scottish, just to kill two birds with one stone. If you wish to make some money on this as well, I think it would be pretty easy to do so from the Rangers' point of view. The Celtic players are going to be a lot more common than the Rangers ones. There's a lot more gold, I believe, in the Celtic camp than there are in the Rangers camp. But still, I would definitely recommend picking up some English players as well, just in case. Now, no badges for this one, as I have quite a few games to get through, but the first of which would be Bolton against Scunthorpe. It is third versus first, so it could very well land in the marquee matchup predictions. However, I went with Leeds Rotherham just because, well, I just did. There's no reason for it whatsoever. Reading Fulham is another one that might be worth a shout, but honestly, if this makes it in, they'll be very, very surprised. And Wimbledon Millwall is a very loose London derby, so I mean, again, it could feature. But I'm leaning towards the Leeds. That's one of the reasons why it's there ahead of these three. But there are another four to mention, starting with Luton against Barnet and then Stevenage against Colchester. Before we get into the SPL games, I just want to say that if I were you, and I personally have done this, I've just picked up a couple of players from either club, well, both clubs, I should say. Just two from each one. English players from each one, just in case, just to cover the bases. If they're not worth anything, I mean, they're going to be 200 coins right now. If they don't end up being in the marquee matchups, you've only really wasted 200 coins per player. It's not that big a deal. Even if you've only got 5k, you can still do this and then recover your losses again at a later date, because eventually they will be worth something. The Ross County, Inverness, Hamilton and Motherwell games, let's be honest, nothing is going to outshine that Celtic Rangers game. So I've put them in there just to say, hey, I know that these games are fairly big within the Scottish calendar, but let's be honest, they are not going to overtake that Old Firm derby at all whatsoever. But again, worth maybe picking up. You could kill 3 birds or 4 birds with one stone, maybe even 6 birds, who knows. Just go nuts. You could go and get yourself some Ross County, Inverness, Hamilton and Motherwell players, Celtic and Rangers players, and you'll have to use them because at least one of those 3 games rather, will feature. Okay, it's going to be the old firm, but just in case it's not, you've covered all bases. That's what I would recommend. It's easy, really, to prepare for these based upon the matchups that you've got there. They're going to pick some of them, so all you really need to do is go buy 1 or 2 from either club, so at least you're semi-prepared. It's not really that difficult to do. Just keep all of those games in mind. If I've missed anything, and maybe you live in the other side of the world, and there's a big rivalry that I've missed that I wasn't aware of, let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, do me a huge favour, lads, and smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and until the next time, goodbye.